welcome back to ApexRacing TV. You join us for race 2, which is just about to get underway right now, and we'll quickly take you through the grid on screen. Dan Blake starts in pole position. Second place is James Eaglestone. Third place Jez Banks. Fourth place is Ralph Cullinan. Fifth Edward May. Sixth Scott Malcolm. Seventh Andy Maxwell. Eighth Dale Benison. Ninth Craig Jones. 10th Carl Hardy. 11th Alex Rivette. 12th Ben Sharp. 13th place is Simon Watton. 14th place is Thomas Derbyshire. 15th place is Mick Barry. 16th is Graham Sessford. 17th is David Ayres. 18th Ryan Oliver. 19th Steve Cooley. 20th Carl Jackalay. And 21st is Mike Key. 22nd is Martin Sampson. 23rd is John Moore, rounding out the grid.
I think someone forgot to reverse the grid for race 2, but okay.
Oh. Someone jumped the start.
Okay, so the grid hasn't been reversed and we are green. Will this race be official or will they call it? Let's pretend it's it's good.
Absolutely. Yeah, it looks like, as Marcus said, it looks like they've forgot to reverse the grid. But just watching at the moment, it seems to be everyone's made it through the first few corners relatively unscathed. And just watching a few cars battling out at the moment. It was up at the front, it's a Fury Simsport 1, 2, 3 at the moment, and someone's spun round. That is Thomas Derbyshire. We'll look back up at the field, but yeah, we don't know if this race will be officially called or if they'll have to restart or host another session. But anyway, we'll wait and see. But coming across the line is the Fury Simsport guys of James Eaglestone and Jez Banks, Scott Malcolm in third, Craig Jones is in fourth, and Andy Maxwell in fifth. And yeah, it looks like Marco, everyone's made it through the first lap with no problems.
Yes, and we are still racing, so I think it's all good. Very strange situation, but it's the beauty of being live, they say here in Italy. There's a problem for Craig Jones, slowing down a lot and losing several positions. We have a Fury Simsport 1-2, and behind them Scott Malcolm is pulling away, and there is some big contact there. Alex Rivette and I think also Ralph Cullinan, maybe even Ben Sharp got involved in that collision. Just a little bit of, wheel banging, door banging, nothing major. I hope and look that behind the Year 1 racing guys are trying to sort themselves out as they start the third lap of the race. Edward May is back in the pits, second time that he's gone through the pits after his jump start, and so James Eaglestone is in the lead and he's about to lap John Moore, yes, who had some issues at the start of the race.
Yeah, absolutely. As John Moore gets out of the way for the two leaders, it's still currently a Fury 1-2 at the moment. Scott Malcolm's going well in third place at the moment, and behind Scott Malcolm is Andy Maxwell, and Ben Sharp's in fifth place with Fury Simsport. And yeah, it looks like everyone's managed to settle down now, and it's not as chaotic as it was in race 1. And yeah, I think I'm not sure about the grid, Marco. If someone forgot to set it, or if it was maybe a glitch in the settings. But yeah, it's still a bit strange.
Yes, especially because I was a bit confused by the grid that we got when the race started, and I remember quite clearly there were the two Year 1 guys in first place. It's all happening right here, and we say hello to the Andy Maxwell fan club in the chat, as he's on your screens right now, sitting in P7, the place where he started, as Alex Rivette goes for the go-kart line on the outside. Lots of chaos in these mid to high positions in a standing, with also there it's it's John Moore getting lapped. Carl Jacolette and Alex Rivette are very close, and in front of them Carl Hardy trying to go for a move. Of course, that's the lapped car number 72, John Moore. So yeah, very chaotic chaotic but calm, I should say, if that makes sense. Start of the race, and we will hear from the drivers, I think, after the race about what happened with this reverse grid, which also, I wanted to go through the points after race 1, but maybe later, because now Eaglestone, Banks, and Scott Malcolm is in third. Ben Sharp, Craig Jones, your top 5. Will Banks go for a move here?
Yeah, I'm just. Excuse me, I just about coughed there. Just watching the two Fury Simsport guys still 1-2 up at the front at the moment. Scott Malcolm in third. As we look back through the field at Alex Rivette and Mick Barry, and Alex Rivette's up the inside of Barry and manages to get the move done as we ride on board with Cal Hardy and currently looking back at Ben Sharp trying to go around the outside into the final corner, but Malcolm manages to hold the position and still retain third place.
This Fury Simsport livery is fantastic. All the liveries in this championship, I quite like them a lot. It's a very, very colorful championship. As Malcolm, we got a close look at that Fury Simsport livery. Malcolm gets third place. Just so you know, the new leader in the standings is Carl Hardy, Eaglestone second, and Alex Rivetti is in third. This is the top 3 in this very, very, very close championship, as we have 7 laps now, almost 8 in the books. Oh, sorry, we are in lap 7, so 6 laps in the books. And this long train of cars behind Scott Malcolm. I don't know if they have enough time, Ryan, to go and catch the 2 Fury Simsport machines there at the front. Now 3, of course, because there is, I think, Ryan Ollie. Oh man, why I keep confusing? There's someone going wide there, very, very wide. It's David Ayres. And now, not only him, there is also Mikey Key with some big issues. So he went off on his own, apparently.
Oh, he's gonna play back.
Oh, and his teammate hit him, and then a year 1 guy hit him as well. So less than ideal situation there. Oh, Scott Malcolm is around.
Contact between Malcolm and one of the Fury Simsport guys. That was absolutely unfortunate.
That was Ben Sharp, if I'm not mistaken, and now he's lost many positions, but so did, of course, Scott Malcolm, who is known for being a very, very clean and consistent driver, and now some more door banging between Mick Barry, not that it's Carl Jacolet, sorry, and Ben Sharp. And here we have the drivers going through Druids. I mean, look at 3 wide. Oh, not going to work. Oh, there's a massive hit for Barry and Sharp.
Oh man, that was a free wide was never going to work in that part of the track. As we look back up a.
Oh, this is Jacolet around, or maybe not. No, great, no, around. Almost saved it.
I was about to say he just about saved it. As we watch the 2 result clothing cars of Craig Jones and Ralph Cullen and battling for third, and it looks like the two Fury Simsport cars up ahead, Marco, in first and second of Eaglestone and Banks have managed to pull away.
Yes, absolutely. We heard last week after the Imola round in the post-race interviews that while still be very, very respectful of each other, but as it is normal, I would say, the tension, the sporting tension, I would say, if you know what I mean, between the teams is escalating, because after all, every week as Rivette goes wide his teammate and he saves it. I mean, the tension between the teams is reaching, maybe the boiling point. I don't know, because after all, you keep racing week in and week out against the same drivers and the same 3 teams are fighting against each other for the championship and the race wins. And this means, as Ben Sharp is in the pits, this means that, you know, there is absolutely the possibility of having some feuds, let's put it this way, between the teams. Craig Jones is in front of Ralph Cullinan, so the 2 Result Clothing guys. And Carl Hardy is in front of Andy Maxwell. Dan Blake is up to P7, starting from the pits, and we have an issue for John Moore, the privateer, going into the grass there.
And yeah, I was wondering where John was going there. He must be trying to, must be trying to get back to the pits. We look at.
I don't know about you, but in Italy we have a tradition on Easter Monday to go, you know, in the parks, you know, in the countryside, and have a little bit of lunch in the, you know, outside. I don't know if you have the same, but the British tracks always remind me of on Easter Monday, or you know, all the grass, all the trees, the beautiful scenery, as Malcolm is getting back. Trying to get back through the field now, up to P9, as I don't know if Eaglestone and Banks are battling. We know for a fact that they are on the radio together, so they are talking. Maybe they are waiting until the final lap. As Craig Jones makes a mistake and Ralph Cullinan takes the podium for now.
Yep. Absolutely. Craig Jones made a little mistake, and that gave it gave his teammate Ralph Cullinan a chance to pounce and to pick up the third place in the final podium position. But I think we've still got about 3 laps remaining. So yes, the race for the final podium position is still on as we look back up at the front between back up.
And the Maxwell wide, very wide. Not losing a position. Dan Blake behind him, Dale Bennison and Scott Malcolm, with Malcolm trying to pull away. Maybe, well, Watton is don't think he's going to catch Watton. So let's focus on this battle for the lead right now, with Eaglestone in first and Banks in second, and we have just a few minutes left in this race.
At the moment, I think everyone's just settled down. I think the closest battle we've got at the moment is the 2 Result Clothing cars of Cullinan and Jones battling for third place at the moment. Yeah, it looks like Cullinan's managing to hold his teammate up there a little bit. He's doing a good job of holding him up as well, and also doing a good defensive job.
So let's keep an eye on when Eaglestone crosses the start-finish line. And he does with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. Oh man, I'm not even trying to do that. I'm sorry. Let's focus on the racing, which I think is the better part, and the best part of my work here. Because mathematics are certainly not my strong suit. Side by side, Jones and Cullinan. Cullinan using all of the track and some of the gravel traps, but it's his teammate, so he's not forcing the issue, and Jones is back to P3.
Yep, absolutely. I think as someone's off in the gravel, that is Thomas Derbyshire. So yeah, this seems to have run wide as the 2 Result Clothing guys are still going at it.
Yes, so it seemed like Cullinan let Jones go through at Druids, but now all of a sudden he's come back to his teammate, and he made a very, very, very nice pass there. So these two will keep battling. Final lap may be started now. We'll keep you posted.
I believe it should be the last lap. I believe anyway. That's my guess, but I think I'll be close to see if they go for another lap or this will be the last lap. But yeah, I have to say there's not really been any battles to look at. What was apart from the battle for the final podium position mark was Edward May comes through the final few corners, and I think this should be the last lap possibly, or It's going to be close. I think Edward May's coming out the final corner, and it's going to be very, very close. I think looking at the timer, it's going to be
one more lap.
One more lap. Yep. So yeah, that was mighty close, and yeah, I think looking back through the field as well at the moment, it's still going on. This battle for the final podium position is going down to the final lap between one of the E1 racing guys has issues. That is Steve Cooley on the grass.
It's been tough to keep track of all the action in his second race. We still have one more to come, so don't go away after the end of this one. As Carl Hardy has joined this party for the final podium position, but I think we should give the cameras to the Fury Sim Sport duo and especially James Eaglestone Ryan, because now there's a checker flag in the air.
Yep, James Eaglestone comes across the line to take the second race of the evening, just ahead of teammate Jez Banks, and Craig Jones will come across the line to take the final podium position and round out the top three, just ahead of his teammate Ralph Cullinan and Carl Hardy. And yeah, Craig Jones takes a well-deserved podium in third position, and yeah, just waiting for the rest of the cars to come across the line. And once they do that, we'll take you through the results for race 2.
Yes, one final battle for position on the racing track, and that's Ben Sharp and Mick Barry for P15. Seems like Sharp has got this one in the bag. And I think he will get P15 in the end. Yes, it will be his. Mick Barry finishes in 16th. Edward May has already gone back to the pits. Jacolette has crossed the start finish line. I think everyone went through, and that is right. And so, in just a few seconds, we will give you the race results for the second race of the evening. They should be on your screen right now.
Absolutely, the results are up on your screen right now. So James Eaglestone takes the race 1 and race 2 for Fury Simsport. Jess Banks makes it a Fury Simsport 1-2 in second place. Craig Jones finishes in third. Fourth place is Ralph Cullinan. Fifth place is Carl Hardy. Sixth place is Dan Blake. Seventh place is Andy Maxwell. Eighth place is Simon Watt. Ninth place is Scott Malcolm. Dale Benison finishes in 10th position. 11th is Mikey Key. 12th is Graham Sessford. 13th is Steve Cooley. 14th is Thomas Derbyshire. 15th is Ben Sharp. 16th is Mick Barry. 17th is Edward May. Cal Jackley finishes in 18th. David Ayres finishes in 19th. 20th is John Moore. And Martin Sampson finishes 2 laps down. And your retirees from race 2 were Alex Rivet and Ryan Oliver.
Yes, so there will be 20 cars available for the reverse at most. Let's put the reverse wheel on your screen. Let's roll it. -2, and so, like we agreed with the organizers, a full reverse, and that means 20. And so, John Moore should start from pole position, David Ayres in second, third Car Jacolette, fourth Edward May, and 15th Mick Barry. Hopefully no issues with the reverse